West of Loathing. I saw it a while back, and I don't know. Hi, Cario! To be perfectly honest, I saw it a while back, and then I accidentally bought a different game that wasn't this, and then I started playing that different game, and I'm like, this game is not what I wanted this to be. Oh, maybe because it's the wrong game. Brilliant. Anyway, I have like one remaining head spider piloting my meat suit, and it wanted to play something silly, so we're gonna play something silly today, and we're gonna try really hard to drink a lot of water. It is, again, hotter than the devil's ballsack, specifically. Today, so I don't know. If I pass out from heat exhaustion, you know why. So let's, oops, I should probably turn the sound back on. Boop. Or else we're missing all of the, whoops. Or else we're missing all of the amazing, sound effects. I will click all of the things. Yeah, Grid, see, Grid, I think, because I saw Good play this one, and then I think you showed me SteamWorld Dig. You were like, this is similar, and then it sat in my wish list for so long that I'm like, that's the game! And SteamWorld Dig is not what I'm A, interested in at all, and B, it's not this. It's a good story. Ah, motherfucker. Okay, so we've got options. I'm really confused about what colorblind mode is, since this is, to my knowledge, a black and white game. I'm really excited about finding that out. Best font mode, I don't know what that means either. And nerd mode, really excited. I don't know, keyboard options? I don't know. Whatever, that's fine. Oh, so there's lots of buttons. Okay, well, we'll figure it out, I guess. Horse. Can we put the horse to 300% horse? Okay, whatever, this is fine. New game! Achoo! Wanted for protagonizing. Burl Hatfield. 531 meat. Oh. Oh, change your character? Oh, we keep going up. Maybe that's bad. Whoops. Shit. I wanted to be a girl. New game. Damn it. I think I'm setting myself up for, like, screw up. How do I get a girl again? Oh! I see. I didn't understand that that was... I get it. I'm there. Okay, alright, well let's just do this. I had the strangest dream. I was choosing a character class. What are we thinking? Cow puncher, bean slinger, or snake oiler? Kinda like cow puncher. I'm not a fan specifically of beans. I'm intrigued by the snake oiler. Let's try snake oiling. Snake oilers rely on their moxie and chutzpah to tame snakes, their fearlessness to attract potential oils from those snakes, and their cleverness to manufacture and sell potions made from those oils. You've heard snake oilers doing really well out west since the cows came home. Everybody needs potions and hope in these dark days. And also our west is where all the best snakes live. I want to be a snake oiler. Okay. So it very handily on the wall tells us how to move, so that's good. This weird poster appeared here one night. Can I keep up the accent the whole time? I don't know, we'll see. Goodbye, bed. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. You read the spine in one of your books. Chester Hardy and the Incident at the Cursed Grove. I loved that one. Claudius Swift and the Secret of the Ancient Forest. The Curse of the Cursed Hospital. Myrtle Bobbsey and the Incident at the Witch Basement. The Miracle at the Dark Hospital. Who's Rufus? Escape from Dark Gulch. That sounds like a Scooby-Doo episode. Oh, hey, we got a book. This one might come in handy. You got an item. Walking stupid. Cool. Oh, we're just done. Okay, hang on. Inventory. Unlocks stupid walking as an option. The book tells the tale of a renegade sheriff who was really, really bad at walking. We got a perk, stupid walking. Nice. You accidentally drop the book and then ruin it by stepping on it 30 times while you're trying to pick it up. Oops. Yep, this is a good game. I'm glad we chose this one today. Oh, okay. Automatically spend XP. Maybe we'll stick with that. I'm not really playing this one for skill today, I guess. Turns on ground level indicator of combatant positioning. Nerd mode. Displays a log describing what happens in combat. Provides a few other pieces of metagame information in various places. Eh. Changes the typeface of this game. Please don't do this. You never know. Some of them aren't even really walks. Boss meter is too low? What boss meter? Snake whip. Deploy snake. When you were a child, you wanted to walk so badly. You finally have. All right, what is that? How does the my boss meter? Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, what? You want to see my inventory? No. Yeah, it was stuck for Minecraft. So we'll lock that again. Put this down here. Sure. Actually, maybe we'll just get rid of this for now. Huh? Sorry. There were a lot of jeans in that load. Alright. Grid's silly walking because I haven't dried his jeans enough. Oh, that's your one pair of good jeans. Anyway. Thank you, Cario. Sorry. Goodbye, phonograph. Turn it off. You pull the needle away from the cylinder and stow the handle away. Oh, nope, nope, nope. I'm not done. Look at us walking. This is great. Goodbye, desk. Comb hair. E. Oh! You comb your hair one last time. Okay, so I've definitely got to literally click everything. Oh, this is a good walk. Goodbye, bed. Time to head west to chase my real dreams. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Caca! I'm gonna miss you, buddy. Ah! You grab a cricket from your cricket bag and feed it to Russell. He coos appreciatively and nuzzles your hand. Goodbye, Russell. Oh, maybe it's time for you to leave too. Are we gonna kill Russell? Maybe it's time for you to leave too. You open your bedroom window, not pictured, and unlatch the door to Russell's cage. He winks at you, caws one last time, and then flies away into the west. Time to hit the trail. Okay. Oh my god. This was a good decision. What a mess. Stack firewood. Okay. Nothing on the hat rack today. Oh boy. This hearth really puts the hearth in hearth and home. You're gonna miss Mom's cooking. It's Mom's pie safe. It keeps all her pies safe. You'll miss meals with the family. Is this the front door? Oop, yep. Sorry. Nope. Just kidding. Your little brother's room. He's got a lot of books. You pick up one of your brother's weird books and flip through it. Oh man, I can't think in a French accent now. None of it makes a lick of sense to me. You pick up one, oh. Okay, how many different languages do you need to know to learn about numbers? Alright. Look inside the toy box. Oh, he loves stuff like this. You got a puzzle cube. So tidy. It's covered with all his weird diagrams and charts. Alright, I guess we can go now. Fiddle with it! Oh, okay, there we go. Your brother already had most of it solved, but you figure out the last couple moves. Hooray! Okay, we have nothing. We have nothing. Good. No time to screw around in the woods. Time to head west. Your mom smiles warmly as you approach. I'm leaving now, Mom. We're gonna miss you, kiddo. Oh, and before you leave, I got you a present. Yep, it's that book you wanted for Crimbo. I know it's early, but... The one about picking locks. Ooh. Oh, boy. Let's talk about picking locks. Oh, boy. That's the one. Enjoy it. Please be careful out there. Write us a letter when you can. I will, Mom. Goodbye. Your father morosely jabs at the haystack. The hat doesn't fit you, Dad. I'll grow into it. It's time for me to leave. His lip quivers a little. Listen, I want you to have this. It's your grandmother's briefcase full of snakes. You got an item, briefcase full of snakes. Thank you, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Good luck out there. Be sure to say goodbye to your mother. I did. Goodbye, Dad. It's a haystack. Dig through it. You got a needle. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, Cario. I've never... Ooh, let's look inside. There are lots of snakes in this briefcase. I don't need anything, so maybe not. This book is a comprehensive guide to advanced lock-picking techniques. It's got a whole chapter on tumblers. Oh boy, the problem with this, like, Wild West accent thing is that once I get it, I can't... It's really hard to drop. Nice! After you're done reading it, you donate it to a local orphanage. Soon those orphans will be able to make their escape. Go, orphans, go! This is a good decision. I was a little worried about this. This is a good decision. Your brother Rufus is standing here looking nervous. He's pretty good at looking nervous. Give him his puzzle back. You hand him the puzzle and he starts fidgeting with it. Hey Rufus, time for me to head west. I still don't understand why you're leaving. He's got a point, you know. Why are you going west anyway? To help people. You've read the papers, Rufus. The people out west are in trouble. They need all the help we can get. But it's so dangerous. 60% of the people who go west get killed within a year, and that statistic is from before the cows came home. I'll be okay. You worry about taking care of Mom and Dad. I'll worry about me. Okay, if you say so. I still think you'll be dead by Crimbo. I'll miss you, Rufus. Okay. You give him a playful punch on the arm. He's just barely holding it together. It's probably best for him if you just go. Your mom raises her eyebrow. I just wanted one more hug before I leave. She smiles and hugs you again. Okay, so that's not gonna change. Okay, bye. Go west, young woman? Yes. Oh, I get my mouse out of the way. Woo! Dialect coach. Nice. Stunt coordinator. I hung it last night on your boom operator. Really? Ah, be safe. Should we get out? Oh, okay, there we go. We're out now. Well, the bad news is that you fell off a cart and got knocked out for a couple hours, and now you got no ride, no meat, no prospects. The good news is that you're in a town rather than in a gulch somewhere. Not much of a town, though. Get up and dust yourself off. The town of Boring Springs. A turnip! Get turnip. Okay, we got an item. It's a dusty turnip. Hang on, I want to catch this guy. Hey, Missy! You seen my horse anywhere around here? Yipes. I come from... Nope, I can't. I don't have a burp. With a banjo on my... Dusty turnip. Increases your muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1 for the rest of the day. Sure. Now you understand why people don't tend to eat raw turnips. Yep. Hey. Ow, dagnabbit! Haha, pointy! A chunk of wood from a broken hitching post. Grab it. Oh, it's a weapon. Speak softly and carry a crude stick. E.S. Horsery. A sign on the door reads, "Gone drinkin'." Yuck. All right, I think I'm done for the stupid walking for the moment. Let's normal walk. As you walk into the saloon, the crazy-eyed guy sitting to the left of the door shrieks and waves at you to get your attention. Hey, where's your hat, dagnabbit? Well, you can't drink in here without a hat, tain't proper. He points to the take a hat, leave a hat box next to the door. Check out the box. You look through the hat box and find a battered derby. It looks like something you'd wear. We got a floppy derby. Thanks. Pete. Thanks, Pete. He gives you a friendly, if somewhat twitchy nod. Say, gal. Yeah? You heading west if you want some company, I'd be more than happy to come along. Just let me know. Well, no pressure. Okay. Spit. It's a spittoon. People spit into it. You know without even looking in it that it's absolutely disgusting. Look in it. Yeah, it's full of spit. Regular spit, gross tobacco spit, chewing gum, and it looks like a few teeth as well. It's disgusting! And the smell, even from a distance it smells horrible. Oh, look closer. You are now on your hands and knees, peering into a filth-encrusted spittoon. I don't understand what's wrong with you. Wait, is there something shining at the bottom? Get it. You reach your hand toward the spittoon. Even before you touch it, you can feel the grossness in the air, like a greasy fog enveloping the stinking brass horror. It smells like the vomit trough at a mesquite barbecue eating contest. You hesitate. Never surrender. You plunge your hand into the awful soup. It makes a sound like glop. Your skin is burning. Your eyes start to water. Your fingers make contact with something. You pull your hand out of the devil's tureen slowly, not daring to risk splashing the contents all over yourself. You appear to have gotten some kind of ring. Probably some kind of disease as well. Congratulations. We got an item, nasty ring. Hooray. Oh, it's gear. Okay. Though getting this ring was traumatic, you have to admit that it was worth it. Okay. Alright. These guys are playing poker, or at least trying to. They keep looking back and forth from their hands to the how to play poker card that came with the deck, biting the lip and concentrating real hard. You have died from leprosy. Please try again. Good luck, guys. Okay, I don't have any meat, so I can't play. You walk up to the bar and wait patiently for the bartender to notice you. While you're waiting, you see a sign taped to the back wall reading, "Reward for lost mugs, 25 meat each." The bartender finally notices you. Howdy, cowgirl. Howdy, barkeep. Name's Alidus. What brings you to our little backwater? Oh, the usual. I came out west to make my fortune. Not having much luck so far, though. Any work around these parts? Unfortunately, Bourne Springs already has more people in it than jobs. It's more of an errand town, if you catch my meaning. If you're looking for a real job, I'd recommend talking to the railroad people up by Dirtwater. The railroad? Manifest Destiny Railroad Company from back east. They're trying to run a line to Frisco and having a heck of a time doing so. And they're hiring? Oh, I reckon they're always hiring for one thing or another. Big company, that. Dirtwater is interesting. It's far enough west that it's still more or less exempt from the rule of law, but not so far west that it's been burned to the ground by the damn cows. Lots of opportunity there. He pauses for a second, lost in thought. Yep, if I were a younger man, I'd probably head that way myself. Yeah, this forsaken burg is always falling apart in one way or another. The hostler's always needing help since he hurt his leg, and that no-account sheriff could certainly stand to have somebody doing his job for him. Anything else? Well, I've got a goblin loose in the basement. Some cowpoke from the gulch didn't wipe his boots off, and I got spores everywhere. I can probably handle a goblin. Much obliged. I'll unlock the basement door for you. Oh, and you'll need this. We got an item, weak fungicide. I'll take care of it. Howdy, I'm Alidus. Howdy, Alidus. I'm Horace. Nice to meet you. What do you do? I'm the town hostler. I don't know what that is. I'm the town horse selling guy. Gotcha. How's that working out for you? All these horses are just flying out the door. The business is booming. Nice. No, I mean the horses keep running away. I haven't sold one in ages. Ah. Is that why you're here drinking instead? Yep. And me being in here drinking instead of watching the horses is probably how they keep escaping. It's one of those vicious circle things. Well, I'm in need of a horse. Do you have any left? One. Kind of boring one, but it's got 4 legs and a back to sit on. Come see me at the stable. I'll be happy to show it to you. Hey. What do you say, Pete? Oh, me? Well, heck, I say a lot of things. For instance, gadzooks, there's a ghost in my bedroll. Uh-huh. See you later, Pete. You already have a hat. What would you do with 2? The woman glares at you. You should probably just let her drink. I should probably leave him alone.
Congratulations. You've won a trophy.
Oh, that was my mouse. That was not the game. That was my mouse. Apparently I've won a trophy. Apparently it was you've clicked enough times to win a trophy. Oh, the liquid in this can is actually very powerful. It's just that it's tailored to kill weak fungi. Got it. Effective against goblins. Pile of old newspapers. Take one. Got an item. Boring Springs Gazette, April 20th, 1895. This is a copy of the Boring Springs newspaper from about 6 weeks ago. A crate of Nurse brand whiskey. Good for what ails ya. Guess we never established your age. Good thing the legal drinking age here is can reach the top of the bar. You got an item, nurse brand whiskey. Whiskey's too cheap for you to even consider drinking it, and given your legendarily low standards, that's really saying something. Wow. It's just, I don't know, it's something that comes with the mouse. I like earning achievements, I guess. I also earned trophies for how many times I clicked certain keyboard buttons. The goblin shouts, "Bree Ark!" Okay, let's attack the goblin. We got the jump on him this time. This will deal 25 damage to the target, assuming the target is a goblin. How do we use the item? 1. Oh, spray. We did it! Having dispatched the goblin, you pat yourself on the back for a job well done. Okay. I wonder if that could have gone differently. Why did fungicide work on a goblin? I took care of that goblin. Thank you kindly, Alidus. I knew you was a stand-up gal the moment you walked in here. Here you go. It's the least I can do by way of thanks. Oh, yeah. Who's a lady drinking whiskey out of a beer mug? Oh, that's Susie. She's a rancher from nearby. Real tough broad. I ain't recommend you pester her. Why's that? Lost her whole family to a cow attack recently. Got some pent-up frustrations about it. Kids these days. How dare I? If only I'd known. Howdy, Susie. Howdy, cowgirl who's gonna be searching the spittoon for her teeth if she don't leave me in peace. Okay, bye! I really want to talk to you, though. Let's play. Can I play? Look, I have meat. Let's play. Put 20 meat on the table and sit down before they can say no. One of them shuffles the cards sloppily and deals a new round. You get a pair of 10s, plus a 2, a 3, and a king. Bet aggressively. They look at each other nervously, but they both call your bet. Okay, read them and weep. Do I have a Hornswoggling stat? I don't know, I'm not sure. You show your pair of 10s plus 2, 3, king. The guy on your left has a full house. And the guy on your right somehow got a straight flush. 2 through 6 and hearts. Hornswoggle him. The guy, you explained that jacks are worth 9 points each, giving the guy on the left a total of 21 points to the guy on the right's 20, and you're 25 plus king. And the king represents, oh hey, look over there! They look, and when you look back, they don't notice 10 meat missing from each of their piles. You collect their winnings and stand up. The guys thank you for helping them learn the game. Hornswoggled. That was amazing. I'm so happy right now. They don't have enough meat left to bother with. It looks like they're playing for spiders now. Okay. Well. Oh, I didn't notice that we get a little sad face every time we run into a cactus. Step right up, Braid's the name and trade's the game. You seriously doubt that his name is Braid? Howdy, Braid. What are you trading? Well, madame, today I am trading locks for soap and a stick of dynamite for a needle. And to the cunning Skinner who brought me 3 rattlesnake hides, well, to that adventure soul I'll trade a fine silver pocket watch. I don't have soap. Ooh, I don't have dickering, apparently. No, I gotta learn how to dicker. Alright, maybe we'll hold on to the needle for a hot second. No trades right now, thanks. Let's talk to the sheriff. Wanted for bird theft, Naked Mike Bernstein. Reward, 200 meat. Wanted, poster artist apply in person at the Yuma Marshal's office. Wanted, Bimmy Fricker for face thieving. Reward, 420 meat. Howdy, stranger. Welcome to Boren Springs. I'm the sheriff in these parts. The what? He sighs. The sheriff, okay, blasted sign painters. Say you wouldn't happen to be looking for work, would you? As a matter of fact, I am. Great, because I happen to have some. There's a gang of hoodlums around here what call themselves the Fricker Gang. Last time I arrested one of them, they busted him out and took my cell door with him. It ain't, well, it ain't much good without the door. And I need somebody tough, smart, and or slick to go fetch it back for me. Why don't you do it? You're the sheriff after all. I gotta stay here and practice my chair tipping. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Funny you should say that because I'm sending the deputy along with you to keep you out of trouble. He takes the pistol out of his desk and hands it to you. You got an item, the deputy pistol. You deputized a gun? You're new in town, maybe you ain't noticed, but there ain't much to do here except drink. Here, let me write down what the Fricker Gang's hideout is for you. The Fricker Gang's hideout. Got it, I'll be back with the door. Steal the prison door.
Shouldn't be here.
Cogwhistle, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey, what's this? Oh, there's a dirty mug here. Grab it. Okay. I mean, we could probably return that to the bar. Oh, I didn't want to warp. I didn't realize we could warp. A dirty glass mug, the bottom is stand property of Boring Spring Saloon, reward if returned. I found this mug. Much obliged. Thanks. Horses, 1,000 meat. I don't have 1,000 meat. Oh, we got another needle. Afternoon, ma'am, what can I do for you? How's business? Oh, you know, every day I'm hustling. Oh my god. To tell you the truth, I was pretty terrible. All my horses keep running away. Well, except for this completely ordinary one. It's rough. Maybe I can help? Oh god, yes, thank you, please. I'd go fetch them myself, except for this injury. I'll give you 300 meat each for finding them. How many are there? 3. Here, let me see your map. They pretty much always run away to the same places. The Ore Hole Mine, the Boring Springs Boneyard, and Thousand Snakes Gulch. Why these places? I think they like the environments there, they like environments that are thematically appropriate. Here, when you find one, feed it some of these oats. That should send it back here. Booming oats. They're special pigeon-infused oats. Will do. See you later. Oh, we've got a lot of needles. This is the most typical horse you have ever seen. Get lost! You approach the weird Cactus Man hybrid. He smiles at you. Howdy, Cactus Man. Howdy yourself, and the name's Bill, Cactus Bill. What happened to you, Bill? Well, to be honest, partner, I drank too much cactus beer and it turned me into a cactus. Doc Alice warned me that this would happen, but I didn't listen. And that's why they call you Cactus Bill? Nah, that's just a coincidence. Oh, does it hurt? Does what hurt? You know, being a cactus? Oh! No, it's actually kind of nice. The natural fermentation processes inside of the cactus part of me keep me pretty drunk most of the time. I guess it is a mite boring. Yeah, I bet. It wouldn't be so bad if I had something to read. You don't happen to have a newspaper or anything, do you? I do. Much obliged, partner. Now let's see here. What can I do to return the favor? Oh, I know, my shovel. I left it behind the outhouse at the Ore Hole Mine. It's yours if you go and get it. I'm sure you can find a use for it. Thank you. Behind the outhouse at Ore Hole Mine. Got it. Thanks, Bill. Don't mention it. Now, if you just kind of stick that newspaper in my face before you leave. Oh, boy. Oh, okay, so we're gonna need a shovel for this, I'm assuming. Nope, you're not allowed in Topeka anymore, remember? No? Okay. Oh, it's not for suing, it's for picking locks. Alright, so let's take some dynamite. Braid, which is so not a name, takes your needle and hands you a stick of dynamite. Be careful with this now. "300 miles is too far to go on foot. You need a horse." Okay. Damages an enemy in combat and is sometimes useful outside of combat as well. You examine the dynamite. It's got an end you light and an end that blows up. Okay, just checking. Okay, maybe not the Fricker Gang yet. Let's go to the Thousand Snakes Gulch. One of these rocks is really shiny. We got a shiny rock. It's shiny and it's about the size of a rock. The snake looks sleepy, but not that sleepy. Whip it. We killed the snake with a snake. You've slain a snake. Before long, they'll call you the snake murderer Analytus. Another snake? Well, I guess it's not called One Snake Gulch. Ooh, ow. Okay. We need to use some medicine. Oh, we got it. Okay, we got snake medicine. This is a little bottle of medicine that you made out of some oil from some snakes. It's not the best medicine, funny you should ask, but it'll do. Oh, it's used in combat. Okay. Well, in that case, we should probably get out some more venom, or some venom, rather. There's a small quantity of snake venom made by you in a very fragile glass bottle made by an inexperienced glassblower. This item is used in combat. The snake looks really angry. You're gonna need every trick in the book to beat this one. Snake whip seems to work pretty well. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Nice work. If the whole cowgirl thing doesn't work out, you could always get a job as a snake exterminator. The horse has gone snake crazy, or maybe has some other kind of crazy before. Hey there, boy. Hey, fella. I'm a friend, okay? It's cool, all right. Be cool. Don't freak out on me. Pat his nose or look him in the eyes. You calmly look the horse in the eyes. One of them is fixed in a glassy 1,000-yard stare. The other is revolving madly in its socket like he's thinking of trying to escape in every direction simultaneously. He looks to be calming down a little now that it's clear you aren't actually made out of spiders, though. Pat his nose. You carefully and gently pat the horse's nose. He twitches a bit, okay, a lot, but seems to recognize that you aren't going to eat his eyes or suck out his soul or whatever madness is bouncing around in that skull of his. That's a good boy. You hungry, boy? I got a little treat for you. You feed the crazy horse some of the homing oats and it gallops away with a whinny. Or rather, a whinny girl. I don't know. Hopefully he's headed home and not into the 12th dimension. Cool. Ooh! You got a perk, mostly scabs. Does that mean we ran into a lot of cactuses? You've been poked by so many cactuses that your body has built up an entire extra set of skin capillaries just to deal with the constant tiny puncture wounds. I'm glad, Cario, I'm glad. Oh, you don't have to walk all the way back over there. But what if I want to walk all the way back over there? If I missed something. Okay, let's go to Ore Hole Mine. This is where Bill said to look. Oh hey, he wasn't kidding. Not that that would have been a funny thing to kid about, I guess. Alright, we got a shovel. Great. Sorry. Device for turning the ground into holes. I have played the Stanley Parable. I'm so upset that I've already played it because I can never go back to a world where I haven't played the Stanley Parable. I had so much fucking fun playing the Stanley Parable. Also, that was before I recorded my videos, my streams for archive, and I'm so upset. Fucking hilarious. Currently, I'm working on the achievement where you don't play it for 3 years. There's still some meat ore in this cart. Cool. This definitely does not bear closer scrutiny. Okay, we got another mug. Oh, is it 5 years? Oh, that's so sad. Maybe by then I'll forget. Examine the controls. The mechanism is labeled Cargo Elevator Control. A poster on the wall behind reads Level 1 Blasting Cap Storage. Level 2 Plungers, both kinds. Level 3 Tools. Let's leave it for now. You find a disgusting chunk of meat ore. Unrefined meat nugget. A chunk of mostly worthless rock shot through with veins of gristle and flesh and, well, veins. Just sell it. This looks dangerous. At least there's no plunger hooked up to it. Crates are all labeled blasting caps. The period is part of the label. That's why it's inside the quotes like that. Grab one. Dang it, looks like you're gonna need a crowbar to pry one of those crates open. Ooh, we don't have a crowbar. Tools. Pick the lock. You managed to unlock the toolbox, but the needle is ruined in the process. Most of the tools inside are rusted away to nothing, but there's a pretty nice crowbar. Yeah, right? Meat ore? Can you even imagine? How horrifying. I'm really impressed with the shadows. They look great. Pry one of the crates open with your crowbar and grab a blasting cap. This is a device for converting electricity, which has only recently been discovered, into explosions, which are awesome! The crowbar is one of nature's simplest machines. It's exactly what you want on your side. Everything has a lid, and you don't want it to have a lid anymore. 5 to 6 damage, 3 to 4 damage. I want that instead. Plungers, the sign lied, though there's only the one kind. Gotta Got a detonation plunger. Sometimes the only solution to a clogged pipe is to blow up the entire building. Fine. Hook up the plunger to it. Fighting against your instincts for self-preservation, you've hooked up a plunger and strung it a fair distance away. Press the plunger! Press the plunger and nothing happens. You forgot to hook up a blasting cap. Okay. You've succeeded in putting yourself in grave danger. Kaboom! Ooh, we got 50 more meat. Dig! We got a silver nugget. This horse looks real crazy. You see the dark horse, barely. Hey there, girl. It's okay, I'm a friend. The horse shies away from you, though in this case it's more like cripplingly introverteds away from you. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I brought some oats for you. They aren't poison or anything. In retrospect, I guess that wasn't a very comforting thing to say. Pat her on the nose. As you reach out to pat her nose, the horse ducks and steps further back into the shadows. Take out a handful of oats of the bag and hold them out to the horse. Here you go, yum yum. She sidles away from you warily and makes surprisingly good attempt at hiding in her own shadow. Come on, please. Look, they're fine, okay? See? You take a handful from the bag and toss some in your mouth. Ugh, it's like the roughest, blandest breakfast cereal you've ever eaten. Still, it's better than dry cat food. Don't ask. You smile to show the horse that you're fine and realize that you've unconsciously turned around and walked out the door. Jeez, these are powerful. The horse looks at you warily as you re-enter the cheerful wave. Hey, pretty fine. Or perfectly fine. Take a handful of oats out of the bag and hold them to the horse. Here you go, yum yum. Come on, please. The horse hunches her shoulders and seems to shrink slightly as you pat her nose, but she doesn't actually flee, so there's something. The horse finally seems relaxed enough around you, so you offer her a handful of the oats. Warily, begrudgingly, she eats them. Then she gestures at something behind you. When you turn around to look, you don't see anything. When you turn back, she's gone. Well, okay then. We'll tweet the game devs. Like, that explosion was just not realistic. Ooh, what's this crack? Bend down and shine your lantern into the crack in the rock. You can just barely make out a square shape down in there, well out of arm's reach. Looks like somebody dropped a small metal box into the hole. You don't know if that was to hide it or discard it. If you're truly desperate to find out what's in there, you could try reasoning with the rock. Your primary argument would be a bundle of dynamite. I like that. Perhaps you could persuade the hole to widen enough to grab the box. I don't have 3 dynamite. So we'll have to come back with more dynamite.
Because I'm a potato.
Sarah, thank you so much. I'm also I'm wearing the Boulder badge just for the record. I tried to experiment with cute headbands, but there are some girls that can pull off cute headbands, and I'm not one of them. Oh yeah, I can definitely lower the game volume. Not a problem. All right, let me know if that's any better. Our founder, Zephaniah Boring, 1806 to 1885. He was actually a really interesting guy. Benjamin Crockett, 1320 to 1364. He showed up way too early. Beauregard Skelton, Captain, 3rd Beauregard Skelton, Captain, 3rd Cavalry, 1820 to 1866. Fight. He's got 20 HP, okay. I guess maybe we could figure out what this is. That sucks. actually, that worked pretty well. Nice! We did it! You put a stop to Captain Skeleton's unnatural animation. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Grit up to level 2. We got a cavalry saber and a gold tooth. Sweet. This was in the ground for a very long time, then in somebody's mouth for a very short time, and now it's in your backpack. Here comes the cavalry saber. Okay, well, let's do this instead. Cavalry sabers are cooler than crowbars, probably. A skeleton, you're not getting past it without a scuffle. A scuffle it is! At least we heal every time. That's pretty good. That guy wouldn't stay put. Is this a ghost horse? Timothy Cochran. Elizabeth Cochran. Silas Cochran. A baby. Oh. That one's sad. Your pulse quickens as you get near the spooky, translucent horse. You approach the weird, semi-transparent horse cautiously so as not to startle her, though you quickly come to the realization that this is not a horse that startles easily. Hello there. Hi. I'm a friend, okay? It's a little strange. How did you do that without opening your mouth? Pat her on the nose? You pat the horse's nose, which is very cold. If you were going to ride her, you'd want an extra saddle blanket to keep your butt from freezing. Yep, it's still cold, burr. Okay, I guess it's not gonna change. Here you go, girl, have some oats. You hold out a handful of oats for the horse, but she just sort of stares right through you, burr. You hold the oats out again, but the horse continues to ignore them. What's the matter? Are they not spooky enough? I'm not sure how to make oats spooky. I guess I could put some bone meal on them, but I don't have anything handy to grind up bones with. Grave dirt? Is that a yes? Weird. Okay. Hi, Metal. This is West of Loathing. It is... I think it's hilarious. Add some grave dirt to the oats. You sprinkle the oats with just a bit of grave dirt and hold them out again. The horse gazes expressionlessly at them and then eats them. And with that, she glides away in the direction of town. Bizarre. Ah, I'm so sweaty. Okay, I guess that's it. Here, at least. Let's go back to town. Let's shovel that one little spot of dirt. Ooh, we can shovel it. Nasty work, but somebody's got to do it. Oh, somebody buried a mug here. Okay, cool. Is this any different? Nope. Okay, we don't have any trades, so I guess let's return the mugs real quick. Perfect. Yeah, geez, Metal. You gotta... Is there something else I can do in here now that I have a shovel? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, are you Susie Cochran? How'd you know my last name? I saw the graves in the cemetery. Sorry for your loss. Susie scowls bitterly and mutters into her whiskey. Saw it happen. Saw the whole damn thing and couldn't do nothing about it. Cows, right? I don't know what those things are, but they ain't cows, not anymore. What happened? It was a raid. See, Ma and Pa used to ranch cattle back before. Well, before they came home. Pa didn't make it, but Ma and I managed to rebuild. We ranched pigs instead, and she left me the place when she passed. Well, I guess a passing herd sniffed out that it used to be a cow ranch and they attacked a couple of days ago. Happened so fast I didn't even have time to get my rifle out of the gun safe. Cows smashed in the front door and a fire started out back by the root cellar. House went up in blazes just like that. What'd you do? There wasn't anything I could do. Couldn't get upstairs to the kids because of the fire. Saw Tim trampled right in front of me. I ain't want to talk about it anymore. She real fills her mug from a bottle in the bar and doesn't reply. What will you do now? Head west, I suppose. Nothing keeping me here. No desire to stay. Can't leave without my rifle, though. Why not? It was Ma's rifle. It's all I got left. Anybody. Where is it? Left it at the ranch like a damn fool. Listen, can I ask you a favor? I need something I need someone to go get it for me. Susie shows you on the map. Okay. Cool. Now we've got a new thing. Okay, still nothing. And I still don't have Dickerin, so I can't get more dynamite. Let's check out the Fricker Gang's hideout. It's a beer barrel cactus. Hey, we got silver cufflinks. Thing. I want to let him sleep. I want to see how long we can get without waking him up. If you wore fancier shirts, you might have a use for these. What made me want to play this? I don't know. I saw Good playing this a long time ago, and I bought a different game thinking it was this. Obviously it wasn't. So I never got around to actually playing this. What made me want to play it today? I was in the mood for something stupid. You cautiously approach the Fricker Gang. They're pretty engrossed in their poker game, so it doesn't actually require that much caution. You hide behind a barrel and eavesdrop on their conversation for a while. The one with the eye patch is quiet, but you gather that his name is Snipe, and that squirrely one is his brother Wimpy. What's your play here? Howdy boys, deal me in? The one without the eye patch raises an eyebrow at you. Who are you? How'd you get past Thud and Soapy? What do you want? It's Bimmy! Your sister! Bimmy? You ain't Bimmy. I am so Bimmy, I stole some Rube's face. You always did have a knack for face wrestling. What's new, Bimmy? We gotta get out of here and fast. Them Pinkertons are onto us and they'll be here any minute. Dagnabbit, Snipe. Dagnabbit, come on, Snipe, let's hightail it. I'll catch up. Wimpy nods. He and Snipe hurriedly pack up their belongings and flee the cave. You congratulate yourself on your attentiveness, memory, and strong interpersonal skills. Oh. Yeah, because that was on the poster at the sheriff's office, wasn't it? I completely, fucked my way through that one. Got it. This should go back to the sheriff as soon as possible. Alright. Can you pass the soap? He mumbles and hands you a bar of soap before sinking deeper into both sleep and the tub. Cool. You grab a nearby length of rope and carefully tie his hands together and then to the handles of the tub. The sheriff can come collect him later. Okay, we still don't have foraging. Thud Fricker, the Fricker Gang's intrepid lookout, appears to be taking a little nap. Wake him up. You poke Thud with your boot. He slowly gets to his feet. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. That is... Well, let's say he's no Rhodes Scholar. If we assume that it's 7 years from now and that idiom makes sense, you feel kind of bad about the idea of killing him. Walk away, Thud. You don't want his life. Take a hike. Okay, you're probably right. Thud stumbles off into the desert. He'll probably be fine. We got a perk, and it was honorable. What does that mean? You've got a strong moral compass and an accurate ethical protractor. Honorable options will be available in some situations. Huh. Oh, okay. Hornswogglin. You're a city slicker and a witty trickster. You can shoot a fish in a barrel even if the fish is really small and the barrel is really big. Gumption. Your level of get up and get her done. The higher it is, the quicker you are. Glamour is your appreciation for the finer things in life. As it increases, you'll be able to consume more cocktails and you'll also be able to afford them. True extent to which you are truly gritty. The higher it is, the tougher you'll be. Stomach capacity. Okay. Interesting. So... I don't know how you spotted her hiding in that mine, but thanks for sending back my dark horse. Looks like my pale horse made it back safe, thanks for your help. And thanks for finding my crazy horse. He was eating loco weed again, wasn't he? Not that I noticed. It's all of them. I can't thank you enough. Here's a little extra for you. Said something earlier about an injury? Yeah, I busted my knee while mucking out the showroom. Don't ask how, it's embarrassing. I was gonna get Doc Alice to have a look at it, but she gave up doctoring. Oh, why'd she do that? Nobody knows. She just shut herself up in her office. Said she wouldn't talk to anybody except Nurse Whiskey. Is that an actual nurse, or... I'm pretty sure she was just being sarcastic. Can you sell me a horse? Sure thing. I should warn you, though. Horses get mighty attached to their riders. Once you bought one, you won't be able to change your mind later. Hoo-hoo, which horse do we want, though? Like... the shifty-looking dark one. The spooky pale one. The one with the crazy eyes. Give me the one with the crazy eyes. Okay, I gotta warn you, this horse has seen some stuff. But I'll sell him for 1,000 meat. Is something wrong with him? Not as such, he's perfectly functional. But, well, he's always sneaking off to Thousand Stakes Gulch to chew on the loco weed that grows there. And that makes him see crazy things? I think it's more like he does it to forget about the crazy things he sees all the time anyway. Color me intrigued, I'll take him. We got an achievement, it is Horse Senseless. Choose a name for our horse. Cow the horse. It's got a nice ring to it. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. Free with every horse purchase is a complimentary map. Okay, so there we go. Okay, anyway. We got some more mugs. I wonder if we should talk to Pete again. Ooh, me? Well, heck, I say all kinds of things. For instance, I've been mining these mountains longer than a hobnailed shovel munchkin can count the stars. Okay. Pete notices the shiny rock you're carrying and his wild eyes light up. If that's a shiny rock you got, stranger, I'll give you 7 meat for that rock. Okay. Yeah, sure. Squints and points at the unrefined meat you're carrying. You ain't seem like someone got much use for unrefined ore, stranger. I buy it offen you for 73 meat. Okay. Pete's eyes narrow as the gears in his head start to click. He fixes his gaze on you and the tick in his eyelid seems more pronounced. Listen, kid. All this stuff what I've been buying from you. You've been spending time underground, ain't ya? Well, you listen to old Pete's advice. You stay out of ore hole if you know what's good for you. The stuff down there on the 40th level that ain't worth messing with for a gal who wants to keep her eyes, if you catch my meaning. Not sure I do, but thanks. Okay, so we gotta figure out how to get more dynamite. We still don't have Dicker in. Trade this soap for a lock? Okay, we got a lock. Don't know what the lock does. The padlock got its name because it's like a wizard that protects your house. What? The padlock got its name because it's like a wizard that protects your house. I don't understand. Okay, hang on. Alright, I have to step away for a hot second. I will be right back, friends. Oops. That work? Anyway, sorry about that. Padlock, they say wizard thinking it's a warlock. Oh. Wow, that... I did not get that. Hey, Vash, and thank you for the pancakes. Where are we going? There we going. Alright. Sorry, guys. The last couple days have been, like, terrible in terms of... weather. Like, literally about this time every night, the pressure shifts, and now I can't breathe out of my nose. Okay. Oh, we also have stupid walking, which I feel like a couple of you might have missed. So let's turn on stupid walking. I don't know still don't know what colorblind mode is, but I'm gonna keep it on. So this is stupid walking. Oh, we can give her the whiskey. Whiskey delivery for you, Doc. What brand? Nurse whiskey. Your favorite? I'm led to believe. Didn't know she makes house calls. Alright, hold on. Ooh, that's a lot of TMT. TNT. Doc Alice looks to be about in her 50s. Her hair is grayin' and her face is lined, but her eyes are still clear and sharp, if bloodshot. She holds out her hand. Whiskey, stat. Don't give it to her. She scowls at you. Well, what the hell I let you in here for, then? You shrug. Oh, okay, well we could probably give it to you. She cracks open the whiskey and fills a small flask that she takes out of her pocket. Then she puts the flask back in her pocket and starts chugging out of the bottle. Oh yeah, I'm sure the colorblind mode does nothing. I was kind of expecting it to, like, maybe label something later. Be like, this one is red, or, I don't know. Jeez, Doc, that doesn't seem healthy. Who's the doctor here, me or you? Okay, point taken. Is everything alright? That depends on how fast I can get this whiskey into my bloodstream compared to how fast my liver filters it out, and I can't talk and drink at the same time, so... So what's the matter, Doc? Oh, we were gonna say, what's up, Doc? What's the matter? The whole world's gone to hell in a horse cart and you ask what's the matter? Bandits, cow demons, dead men walking? Why don't you go ahead and pick one and I'll drink to that? Dead men walking? You haven't seen it? Corpses and skeletons staggering around like puppets with half their strings cut, looking to take a bite out of the living? Oh yeah, there was a skeleton in the cemetery. It's nice to get some outside confirmation that I'm not losing my damn mind. But how is it even possible? It isn't possible. It goes against everything I know about medicine. Dead patients don't get back up. Oh, patients? Oh, ouch. Doc Alice turns away, grimacing. Every doctor loses one now and again, but you never get used to it, but well, it happens. But what doesn't happen is then coming back afterwards and looking for revenge. That must be pretty rough. Rough? Missy, I don't think you comprehend the situation. It's not just patients, it's neighbors, friends, husbands. Indeed. Doc Alice sighs exasperatedly. What now? You have any idea what's causing the resurrections? Well, I heard a rumor. Rumor? What is that? It's when you get incomplete information from an unverified source. Anyway, what I heard is that there's a fella out west and he's causing it. A necromancer, they call him. Supposedly sending magic out to the world somehow. Magic like the beanslingers use? I never heard of any beanslinger raising the dead, have you? That'd be one hell of a can of beans. About that necromancer, assuming he exists, what about him? Well, maybe somebody ought to try and stop him. Doc Alice gives you a sharp look. You, because I know you ain't talking about me. Why not you? A gray-haired old woman knows that knows as much about fighting a squirrel. A gray-haired old woman that knows about as much as about fighting as a squirrel knows surgery? Did you hit your head on a bar stool, kid? You aren't that old, and if I were gonna pick someone to go up against a necromancer, it'd be someone who also knows about death, but in a scientific way. A doctor, right? Doc Alice stares at you and takes a swig from her bottle, saying nothing. It sounds to me like you've got plenty of motivation to get the job done for your friends and everyone. He continues to look at you, and you can see the gears turning in her head. Beats doing nothing anyway. Beats locking yourself in a house full of TNT and drinking yourself to death. You aren't even doing any doctoring anymore. She winces and looks away. Then she shakes her head slowly. You seriously expect me to ride out west by myself, chasing a rumor? Doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm heading west too. Tag along with me and maybe we can find the guy and put a stop to him. It's crazy. Impossible. Impossible like raising the dead is impossible? Alice crosses her arms and regards you thoughtfully. A spark slowly brightens in her eyes. Alright, kid. What the hell? Let's give it a shot. Cool. The vanity doesn't look like it sees much use. Preen a little. You grab a pair of tweezers and pluck some of your more unsightly eyebrows. Great. Hey Doc, can I look at your books? Sure, if you want to. Not that they're gonna do much good in this doomed, forsaken hellhole. You should try being less cheerful, Doc. Oof. Oh dear, that's awesome. I should check that one out. They're all medical textbooks except for a few. The Legend of Curly's Meat. The Life and Works of Fred Ferguson. Goblinoid Tongues, a primer. The Legend of Curly's Meat. The book tells the story of a legendary treasure, a massive chest full of premium meat secreted in the hidden sense, not in the extruded sense, in the western desert by an old cowhand named Curly Butterfield. Okay. The book purports to be a Civil War surgeon's autobiography, but flipping through it, you mostly just find a list of reasons that drinking alcohol is bad. So it's actually a work of ludicrous speculative fiction. Ha! At least there are some useful appendices in the back, and some diagrams of appendices. Okay. Oh, we got a perk, Goblin Tongue. You start flipping through the Goblin language book. It's confusing at first, but you eventually get so engrossed that by the time you take a break from reading, several blurfs have passed, and you also know that a blurf is the Goblin word for hour. You've learned to speak Goblin, sort of. Shit. I wish we didn't kill the Goblin, because I bet we could have talked to the Goblin. Oh well. Secreted, not secreted. Got it. The stove is spotless. Either she's really compulsive about cleaning or she never cooks. Oh wow, shouldn't this be further away from the fireplace? Oh yeah, we've got silly walks on. I'm sorry, stupid walking. Okay, this is dirt water. Or no, we haven't gone to the Cochrane Ranch yet. Let's see what this is. All the water in this trough has boiled away. Susie's ranch house has burned to the ground. The outhouse is the only thing still standing. Go through it anyway. Looks like somebody was in the middle of fixing a knife. Got a varmint skin and knife. Ooh, allows you to collect skins from beast after fuck. Apparently we've done this in the wrong order. These pies were not safe. Oh! Okay. This thing looks angry. You're not gonna make it to that safe without dealing with it. Deal with it. Whew. You defeated that nasty cow skull floating in a cloud of flame. Hooray! Okay, grab Susie's rifle. Is there anything else in there? Doesn't seem like it. Well, we already fought some snakes, and then there was a trade option earlier for snake skins. So apparently I went the wrong way first. Maybe we can go back to Thousand Snakes Gulch. Nope, there aren't any more snakes here. It's an old rifle, but it has obviously been well cared for. There's 6 little notches carved into the stock. I don't know what to do. Oh, we never gave the sheriff his door back. I'm sorry, the sheriff his door back. I see the Fricker gang hasn't put a stop to your breathing. Did you rescue my cell door? You hand the sheriff his door and he hangs it back on its hinges. Nice work, stranger. This here prison cell just got about 4 times more secure. Are there any Fricker boys left for me to round up? Yeah, 1 or 2 that are asleep on the job. I'll go round them up shortly then. Looks like I owe you a reward. I got another little task for you if you got the time. Should be a lot simpler than the last one. Well, the Frickers busted the lock when they took the door. Gonna need a new lock. I just so happen to have one. That'll do nicely. The sheriff puts the lock on the cell door, then accidentally drops the key and it clatters into the cell. Hellfire. Don't suppose you know how to pick a lock, stranger. You got a needle handy? Sure. You deftly pick the lock. You've unlocked the cell door. Better let the sheriff reclaim the key himself so he has something to do today. I unlocked the cell for you. The sheriff walks into the cell and picks up the key. He looks around for a place to hide it and eventually sticks it under his hat. Thank you kindly, stranger. If Bourne Springs ever gets any more criminals, they better watch out. That's a good job you've done. Don't mention it. We got a replica sheriff badge. Here, have this as a souvenir for your time in Bourne Springs. This is a plastic facsimile of the sheriff's badge. He usually gives them to children who tour the jail. Okay, we don't have an offhand. We still don't have pants. Okay. Wait, what's... I never actually looked at this other map. Hi, Grid. Oh, we gotta give... What's her face the gun? Susie's eyes well up with tears as you hand her the rifle, and she roughly scrubs her sleeve across her face before any of them spill over. Thanks, stranger. I didn't catch your name? I'm Alidus. She looks at the rifle for a long moment, then looks back up at you. She sighs. Well, that's enough wallowing in misery. Time for me to hit the road. If you want me to tag along when you head west, you just say the word. Sounds good, Susie. Okay, so it seems like we could theoretically take Pete, or... I don't know if it shows pants. I'm not sure. Maybe not Pete. It seems we can take... Okay, so we can take either of one of the ladies. Not really sure how to... leave, though. Okay. You're properly horsed and ready to start your new life in the West. All you need now is a partner, someone to share the trail with, somebody you can rely on for emotional and combat support. Okay. We can take Crazy Pete, we can take Doc Ellis, we can take Susie Cochran. Go it alone. Not recommended. Well, we've got the crazy horse, so let's take Susie Cochran. Oh, one last thing before you go. Up until this point, I've been automatically spending your experience points for you. I'm happy to keep doing it, but I promise to give you a nice, well-rounded experience. Shall I keep it up, or would you prefer to decide for yourself where your XP gets spent? Okay. You have the option of turning yourself into some kind of unbalanced weirdo if you want. Okay, you consult the southeast map the Hostler gave you. It only lists two things, the town of Dirtwater and the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company's westernmost camp. Alright, head for Dirtwater. Day 1, the first day of the rest of your life. Cow whinnies as you approach. He makes a sort of glurk noise. No, I want to stay in Dirtwater. Oh, I thought I was reading it as this person with the this person was us. I didn't realize that was the room set, or the sign says room for rent. Inquire within. What's new, Susie? I'd like to check up on some of the ranches in these parts, see how bad the cow attacks are getting. Alright, do you know some? Not in great detail, but I know roughly where a few are, or at least guess we'll have to just see. Or at least were. Guess we'll just have to just see. There's one not far from here. Wow, reading's hard. Okay, we got the Stearns Ranch. What do you think we should do next? If we go looking to get a move on westward, I reckon a train's the only way to go. Didn't that map the Hostler gave you have a marker for some railroad camp or other? Might be worth checking out. The Jewel Saloon. Wow, this is large. Hey, how come they're allowed to drink without hats on? There's a sign that says see bartender for darts. More cowbell. I like how we keep gaining experience for doing stupid shit. This is where the chef preps ingredients for cooking. It's also where he parks his beer. Atop this pot-belly stove is a full pot of slop. A pot stove-top slop pot. Hey, what are you doing here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, you know, looking around. So you're the nosy type, huh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick me up some more. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, okay. Where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp. Because it's used to make gunpowder? Shut up. The nearest one is Fort Cowardice. They keep it in little green jars. Okay, be right back. The shelf's full of canned and bottled ingredients and boxes of slop helper. This lady is too busy washing dishes to pay attention to you. The man points to the sign on the counter. Slop. 5 meat. Sure. You got a plate of slop. What does slop do? There's a plate of the slop that they serve at the Jewel in Dirtwater. They should really hire better kitchen staff before some competing restaurant moves in and eats their lunch. Shouldn't have done that. Oh well. The piano player is not very good at his job. The old man stares off into the distance, listening to the piano. He doesn't react to you at all. These guys are having a spirited discussion about guns and which of theirs is nicer. This is a spittoon, which is a sort of brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already, sicko. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit, but this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit is inside isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. Here we go again. Alright, fine. You're now hunkered down next to a brass filth bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low. Low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full of the rest of spit. The toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years worth. Distilled and concentrated until it's the consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into spittoon anymore because they bounce out. Search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup, except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of the mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yup. Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding. Except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. You got an item. Filthy porcelain cow. Hooray! That... Oh, it's an offhand item. Interesting. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit and you don't want it to spill out of the little hole in the bottom of it. Wow. 3 melee attack damage and 3 spell damage. Nice. This poster said rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rolls in tiny print. Read one of them. 2s are wild and jacks of spades are double wild. 3s are wild unless accompanied by 4 7s of clubs. 4 8s of diamonds rank higher than 4 mustachioed kings but are worth the same as 2 4s of clubs. A pair of 9s of hearts are twice as valuable as 2 8s of hearts but lose against a 7 of spades. A straight beats a straight. Any player with more than 37 cards in their hand must draw an additional 37 cards. An Arizona flush beats a straight. Is that an actual thing? This table is full up. Play poker. You sit down at the poker table. A dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Becky, and the player to your left says his name is Clint. Becky and Clint toss in 20 meats each. You lose 20 meat. A dealer gives the deck a shuffle and then deals. A hand of cards glides across the table to you. It's a pretty decent hand. A 2 of hearts, an 8, a 3, and 3 trays of hearts. Was that 3 threes? It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat and you estimate your chances of winning are at about 30%. Cleverly raise. The dealer gives... Nope. You give your cards a wry, appraising look, then raise by 20 meat. The second round of betting. The pot is 120 meat and you estimate your chances of winning are about 30%. Moxiously strategize. You arrange your cards in a more aesthetically pleasing spread. Hey, Clark. Yeah. I feel like I still have books full of rules like this. The last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat. You estimate your chances of winning are at about 50%. Forcefully raise. You place 20 meat on your bicep, then flex, causing it to spring onto the table. Oh, wow. You furrow your brow and turn over your cards. A flush. Becky flips her cards over one at a time, revealing a full house. Clint turns over straight. You win. Gather your haul. Sure. It's a really great hand. A pair of queens of clubs and a pair of queens of clubs? What? And a cross-eyed jack of clubs. A pair of queens? How many decks? I don't know how to play poker. It's a Kentucky straight. I lost! Boo. Okay, well. Now we've revealed that I don't know how to play poker. That gal doesn't look like she's in the mood to talk. They're engrossed in conversation. Leave them be. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Alidus. Glad to know you, Alidus. Folks around here just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw the sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's why you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. You seem like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it, gratis. Wow, great. Need help with anything? Well, if you're handy with mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. Our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, I poked around in it myself, but I lost the key. This is suddenly taking a strange turn. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Got Dirtwater bourbon. Who's the old man by the piano? Well, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fellow he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to sell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird his stories. Fantastical like. Too bad, I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did pass him well as a prospector until one day lost his mind in a mind. Lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely, come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. Seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. You know what, Clark? I knew you were gonna come in here, and I knew that somebody was gonna be like, "Wow, Alidus, your accent really sucks." Oh god, it's like, it's been windy as hell all day, and a big storm system blew in last night, and it just is blowing out now, and my sinuses are gonna explode, and I can't even handle this. Anyway. Hopefully my nose will just start gushing. The wheel and the boat, they're things you can get in poker? That's a thing? Can I get some darts? The sign on the dartboard says the sign on the dartboard says to see you for darts. Oh, sorry, all the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. Okay, so now we got stuff to do. Hey Susie, what do you think of the place? It's alright, town's a bit busy for my taste, but it makes a change from being on the road. Gotta wash the dust off once in a while, right? Yep. Then you can go back out and collect some fresh new dust. Heh. These guys must have fallen asleep during a brawl. Gee, thanks, Metal. How kind. I'll just use it all the time now. The piano player is not very good at his job. Try to fix him. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal a hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. We do not have any more lockpicks. Look at yourself in the mirror. Insult yourself. You call yourself a good-for-nothing green-booted jerk. You better not insult yourself anymore. If you get any angry, you're liable to pass out. Oh, we're angry? Oh, so now we can icy. Interesting. Wheel is a straight that starts with an ace and a 2. Oh. We got a blank postcard. Oh, you're madder than a hornet. If your anger level gets higher than 1, you'll pass out from rage. You go to sleep. You dream that you're locked in a jail with a Grim Reaper while fleeing from a wedding cake. For some reason, you hear the president whisper your name. You jolt awake in a panic. You wake up refreshed and restored and hungry and sober. Ew. Damn it. Okay, well there goes my food. This is a blank postcard. Maybe you should write to your family back home. In case you don't know how the mail works, you send these by going to a building labeled the post office and giving it to the correspondence wizard who works there. You know what I saw? Oh, increases your maximum HP. You drink the bourbon, trying to strain as much of the dirt as possible out through your teeth as you do so. You don't do a very good job out of it. Blech. Okay, maybe we should go buy some more food then. Speaking of TOS, I looked up, Genital Jousting today, which looks like a hilarious game, and I'm very disappointed that we can't play it. Okay, so we've got that. Maybe we should go get ourselves angry again. Now we've got three nice status effects. Any word on the badges? No, I haven't. Then again, to be fair, I haven't actually looked in settings, but I haven't gotten any more emails about it. Kind of assumed they said later in the month, and then I never heard anything else about it. Oops, nope, I didn't want to go in here. Dirtwater Mercantile. Sundry provisions, miscellaneous provender, various groceries, assorted comestibles. Ooh, okay. This is a lot of stuff. Ooh, I want the dynamite, but I don't know if we can go back. It said we couldn't. We have a shovel, right? Yep, we've got a shovel. Plum pudding. Okay, well, let's buy this. Buy these. Sure. I don't think we want the broken board anymore. Actually, I don't even know what we want. Maybe we'll just keep everything and hold on for a minute. Someday we'll get new emotes. You're not talking? Okay, the water is for horses only. Buy some flowers. We got sweet smelling flowers. Flowers smell really good. Oh, we have stench resistance. Interesting. What's our offhand? Oh, but you do a lot of good for us, though. I don't know what stench resistance is. Sponsored by LT&T, the post office. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. Big cabinet of locked post boxes. Hi, I'm Alidus Hickok. Any mail for me? Nope. Well, I'd like to send a postcard. Alrighty, let's have it. You write a quick note to Rufus letting him know what you've been up to and that you're okay. Oh, it's one of them prepaid ones. That'll be 0 meat then. Thanks. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. Offer to be sheriff. I could be the sheriff, maybe. Do you have any law enforcement expertise? Not really. Have you been to sheriff school? No. Do you have any existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all the local ordinances? Do you even live here? No. Then why, may I ask, in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff? I just assumed. You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day. Well, when you put it that way. If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed, protagonistic-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job. Sorry. It's okay, like I said, it happens all the time. Need any help until you find a new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there, cells are over yonder. Okay. The wanted poster. No, wait. You misread it. It's a wasted poster? Close enough. Wasted, the stripey-hat gang, for grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. Interesting. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion-sense hat vandals. Despicable. Yes. A wanted poster. Okay. The House in the Desert Gang, for mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collecting agents. Great. You wonder if the house is named after them, or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Alright. Oh goodness. empty cell is ghostly. I wonder if we could put our ghost horse in it. A vacant lot. A vacant lot. A vacant lot. You saw the sign. There's nothing past here. None of you people want to talk to me. That's fine. What about you? Y'all look sad. Okay, so we can actually just come right in from outside. All right. You're riding towards your destination. You pass by a building in which a barn dance is happening. I guess that makes it a barn. The people inside seem to be having a pretty good time. Join in? You mosey in and have a grand old time at the barn dance. Even learn a few new moves. Most of the moves involve pretending to reel somebody in from across the dance floor with a lasso, but still they're new moves. Cool. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? Yeah, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Oh, we're being sneaky. From the sound of it, you'd say this doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Oh, literally, we can't. Yay! Bring him on! Ouch! Okay. Shoot. Welcome back again, Sarah. Our snake is dead. That didn't help. Okay. How come they're all shooting me? Didn't want to waste that much on the one person that was almost dead, but that's okay. We got a bag of ears and such. We got Desert Gang's 6-gun and a black hat. Hooray! +1 armor. Ooh, +1 moxie. I like how much moxie we have. Okay, Desert Gang 6-gun is definitely better than the other. You didn't feel like carrying the entire house in the Desert Gang back to town, so you just took a few bits. Yeah, and they just let me, right? They're just like, yeah, she's walking over to us with a fucking saber. No big deal. I bet we could have gotten past the dog without alerting the gang. I bet that didn't need to be a fight. Am I stuck in here now? I guess so. You spot an old mine on the horizon. Abandoned mines are safe and fun to explore. Off to the side of the trail, you spot a beer barrel cactus. You're not sure why they call them that since they're shaped like mugs, not barrels. Okay, there we go. There is a non-violent way to arrest everyone. Aw, man. We'll have to figure out how. Well, this is, certainly this is a bag of severed ears and teeth and such. Which gang was this? The House in the Desert Gang. I'll take your word for it. Good job. I have forgotten. I'm so sorry, Goat Mom. The Poticman? For unlicensed civil engineering and flaunting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. The poster shows the location of the suspicious city these guys are hiding in. Want to go check it out? Sure. Okay. We should probably unload some crap. We don't need this. Only 15 meat, though. I don't know. I still feel like we're gonna use a lot of this stuff. Guy looks like he's in a lot of pain. Check on him. You okay, buddy? I'm pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever. Good nutrition can be difficult in this day and age. I'm gonna need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get me some broken leg pills? Sure. Let's go there. I don't know where it is though. Oh, wow. Oh boy, there's a lot of places. Holy crap. Another ranch burned down by friggin' cows. Damn, that steams me something fierce. Guess we should check for survivors. We got ranch punch, a full canteen, and a handful of nails. Time was that these would have been Brad's, but nowadays men does not live by Brad alone. This is some very old water in a very old canteen. Drinking it would probably give you tetanus, which was discovered very recently. Puts out fires. Ranch punch is the slang name for the combination of milk and whiskey ranchers used to drink. Its actual name is undrinkable garbage. Wow, increases your melee damage by 7. We will hold on to that. It's a button cactus. And we can't forage that. Between the smoke and the noise, you're guessing that the contents of this outhouse are more dangerous than average outhouse contents. Mary Stearns. Gwendolyn Stearns. Looks like Jethro's bones were dug up by some varmint or other. This flower is smoking. You got a smoking chrysanthemum. This flower apparently still has a lot of smoldering to do. Spell damage. Well, we don't really have any spells. Maybe armor would be better then. You find a charred locket among the blackened bones. You should call it a locket on account of how lucky it was to escape that fire. The lock on this locket reminds you why they call it a locket. Okay, we got a picture of Mary Stearns. A faded daguerreotype of a little girl. The name Mary is written on the back. On the back is written Mary Stearns, Thanksgiving, 1894. Sad. Okay. Oop. Nope, let's leave here quick. Want to do the outhouse. Oh! You! Puts out fires. Use it. That's not what I wanted to do. I really wanted to put that out, oh well. The outhouse is now safe as outhouses. Gain 10 XP! By the soft light of the fading embers, you see a glint of light from below. You hold your nose with one hand as you fish out your prize with the other. You got an item! Toilet pistol! Susie carves another notch in the stock of her rifle. Cow hate flashes in her eyes. Her resolve intensifies. Susie has become stronger! Way to go. Deals stench damage instead of physical. Apply 5 poison to enemy. The pistol is pretty comprehensively toileted up. Interesting. 6 to 7 damage. 3 to 4 damage, 5 poison. It's a lockbox. True to its name, it's locked. You pick up a document. We got a stock certificate. This is a certificate entitling the bearer to 11 shares of Standard Wagon Tongue Works, a company based in Topeka. Just sell it. There's still some beans in the pot. We got blackened beans. This is a plate of beans that got left by a fire for weeks. They're still edible, but you could also probably use them as a stove fuel in a pinch. All the books on the shelf are burned, but you notice something strange about the back of the shelf. Your deft fingers find a hidden catch, and the back panel of the shelf slides away to reveal a secret compartment. There's a book inside! Mary Stearns' diary. A little girl's diary, browned a little around the edges, but otherwise untouched by the fire. The first page says, in a little girl's handwriting, "This is the diary of Mary Stearns." The AI in diary are crossed out, and IA written above them. Dairy. Okay. I gotcha. The diary starts out as typical kid stuff. You flip ahead until you notice the writing getting shakier. Found a dolly under a cactus out back and she told me her name was Grace. Mama and Papa don't believe that she talks. They say I got a big imagination. Grace says the cows are gonna get us, but Papa says we'll be okay, 'cause this weren't never a cow ranch. Grace says he's wrong, but Papa won't believe me. Grace says she can keep the cows away, but I have to play tea party with her. Keep reading. I don't like this kind of tea party, but Grace says it's important to keep the cows away. Mama was sad that they couldn't find Effie. Papa says she's been gone so long and they should put a cross up, but Mama won't let him because she thinks she'll come back. Papa said she's only 11, how far could she have gone? And Mama started crying again. Don't want to play tea party anymore, but Grace says I has to. Papa was out 2 days looking for Joey, but of course he didn't find him. Mama cries so much. I tried to tell her him and Effie are keeping the cows away, but she doesn't understand. I told Grace I'm not playing tea party again, but she says I gotta, and if I don't, cows will eat all three of us. She said I either get Mama or Papa to play, or else I gotta play by myself. Oof. Yikes, that got dark. The toy box contains a single object, a creepy, burnt porcelain doll. Talk to it! The work of a moment to fix the doll's voice box. You pull the string, the doll's eyes roll back into its head, and its mouth begins to move. Hi, I'm Grace. What's your name? None of your business, doll. The doll's head shakes back and forth violently. Hee hee, you're funny. Do you want to play with me? No, I don't have time for games. That's okay. Somebody else will come along soon. You're already dead anyway. Hee hee. You shudder as you realize that talking dolls haven't been invented yet. Spooky. Hi, Alidus. You're nice. Do you want to play with me? Hooray! Mary used to play with me, but we didn't get to finish our tea party before she went away. Will you help me finish it? Surely. Hooray! The game is almost over. Mary did such a good job. The doll's eyes roll back forward. Go downstairs and get my cup. Do you know the magic word to make the mean cow let you into his secret room? No, what is it? The magic word is peanut butter. Got it. Peanut butter. Downstairs? Where's downstairs? Oh, probably by the outside door. We don't have safe cracking. We got sugar guns and clove drops. Little balls of sugar infused with clove. Who would do this? Ooh, increases your range damage. Interesting. There's a weird cow-shaped stain on the wall. Whisper peanut butter. The altar room. Holy shit. Atop the sinister-looking altar sits a copper goblet filled with what appears to be blood. Destroy the goblet. You don't know what it is, but you know it's abominable. You grab the goblet and smash it against the altar. Everywhere the blood lands, cracks appear. The altar groans as it crumbles into ruin. And how? Probably wasn't great. Probably could have done something else more interesting, but I don't know what it was. Okay, we don't have safe cracking. You discover what is either an open grave or a very deep and rectangular pothole. Jump in and see what you find. Well, if it's a pothole, it must have been here a very long time because you've found the remains of an antique traffic accident. A handful of old coins, a gold skull, a skeleton bone, and an old wedding ring. Oh, we should go back and talk to the dolly, you're right. Grace's eyes glow red. She must know what you did. You'll live to regret this. Hee hee. Her mouth snaps shut and her eyelids close. Well, that's only a little bit ominous. I wonder if we can put things together. No, we can't. Okay, so that just seems like a bunch of crap that we can sell. You located the silversmith's house. Button Willow McKittrick's store. Wow, there's so many places. Holy shit. You encounter an overturned wagon surrounded by ruined books and broken pairs of spectacles. Looks like a family or especially literate homesteaders met an untimely end here. Tragic. You pore over the detritus and manage to find exactly one book that is both undestroyed and remotely interesting to you. Ooh, Modern Snake Oiler, issue 167. Go to Dirtwater. Out in the middle of the desert, you find an abandoned minecart. It's sitting on a section of minecart track about 12 feet long, which starts nowhere in particular and ends even less of somewhere in particular. It's mostly full of plain old rocks, not even very interesting looking ones. However, if you left without searching it thoroughly, you just end up driving yourself crazy later with the thought that you might have missed something valuable, and so you spend a good half an hour inspecting rocks and eventually find one that might be worth something. Alright, let's go. What? What's new, Susie? There's another ranch out this way, the Butterfield Ranch Dairy Farm mainly. Okay. Let's sell some stuff. And sell the gold tooth. Probably the gold skull. Sell that. Sell that. Oh, we can buy stuff back, so that's good. There's a recipe for a new kind of snake oil concoction that looks like it might come in handy in a fight. Gives good medicine, a skill that lets you recover HP in combat. There's a fold-out chart listing all the hottest new poisons. Gives expert poisoner a passive skill that multiplies the amount of poison you apply to enemies when you poison them. There's a letter to the editor from a woman in Wyoming who had an amazing idea. What if you shot somebody 3 times instead of just once? Gives Fan Hammer, a combat skill that lets you quickly do 3 ranged attacks. Ooh, Fan Hammer sounds really useful. You unload round after round into a nearby cactus just to see how it feels. It feels pretty good. Unfortunately, a stray spark from one of your shots sets the magazine on fire and you're unable to prevent it from being destroyed. Aw. There's a recipe. Oh, this is the same. Expert poisoner. Unfortunately, you get so distracted thinking about a new kind of poison that you've misplaced the magazine. Rats. Oh, so we can buy things back immediately, but then they're gone. Okay, I get it. Liking and retweeting everything on Twitter. Oh boy. Fancy. So many things on Twitter. Oops, I messed up all of my layering here. There we go. Alright, so I really want to find this stuff for this guy. Which is all the way up here. You see a streak of fire blast across the sky and land just over the horizon. You ride to the site of the impact and find a meteor. You scour the area for the impact crater and gain 689 meat. Wow, that's a lot. Susie looks over her notes. I think there's another ranch in the area. Oh, she just keeps telling us about all sorts of places. Alright. It's a cluster of gin blossoms. Shelf full of medical supplies. Gosh, a real-life nun! Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha? I'm Alidus, what's with the cots? Well, what with the cow attacks and so on, I felt my faith would be better served by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies if you like your healing to go. Do you need any errands run or anything? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of a purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some up for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. Can we buy... Oh, nope, we have to, like, go do that. Can I buy some medical supplies? Okay, we've got Army Field Trauma Kit. This kit only contains materials for treating physical trauma. For the mental kind, you're better off sticking to whiskey. Bottle of laudanum. This tincture of opium is widely lauded as a super great thing that's great to use all the time. Blood building tonic. This patent medicine promises to increase the volume and viscosity of your blood. Broken leg pills. You're not sure which is stranger, that these work at all or that they only work on legs. The pulpit has been pushed back against the wall. There's a haphazard stack of pews in the corner. All right. Alright, okay, I guess let's go find the purple grass. Ugh. Humming Cave. Let's go to the Humming Cave. To your delight, you see the silhouette of a big circus tent towering over the pines. You discovered a circus. There's so many places, oh my god. Must be what the nun was talking about. Pick it. These rocks are organized strangely. Oops. Oop, we do not have muscle. Oh, you know what? We need to... How many XP do we have? Oh, we have a lot. Okay. This snake ain't gonna let you pass without a struggle. A struggle it is. Ouch. Ooh, we don't have enough action points though. Ah, has 64. Okay, so let's use dynamite. It is an electric snake. Good lord. Alright, we did it. Hey, lady, and hi, Spud. How are you guys? Okay, we got a snake venom bladder. We got a snake spleen. And we got an electric snake skin. Okay, so we don't have to have that knife equipped in order to be able to use it. Collect 2 medicine from the snake's still sparking organs. Hooray! Alright, so actually we should look in the briefcase full of snakes. Extract some venom, extract some medicine. Close the briefcase. This purple grass has medicinal qualities according to the nun at that mission way north of Dirtwater. You got your Kirby? Oh, I'm so glad. Hooray. A lot of people don't know the difference between venomous and poisonous. I'm not going to explain it to you, but this is what makes a snake both. Okay? Snake spleen. A spleen is the seat of the fiery humors, or at least that's what you've been told. You don't have much of a sense about humors. That's the worst. This is the worst game. Electric snakes live a rough life. Put it on your hat to add +7 spell damage. Still don't have spells, so... Okay. Wow, what is that thing? Should we go in this cave first, though? Oh, I guess I can't. I want to move this. I ain't got enough muscle. Oh! Oh dear. What in the world? Where are we? This looks dangerous. This monolith is dark. Looks like there was a huge cave-in at some point. It's a weird device. Take it. You got a strange stone arrow. This is a triangular object made out of a strange stone-like material shot through with channels of smooth black glass. Okay. Well. Yeah, this is definitely not an artistic masterpiece, but it's pretty... I'm finding it's pretty fucking funny. Okay. So I guess let's go back to the mission. Strange stone arrow you just found starts going crazy, beeping and booping, whirling around of its own accord. It practically drags you in the direction of a strange, decrepit-looking house. We've discovered the Professor's house. Wow, you can I guess you can get really sidetracked here with this nonsense. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave in the purple grass? Yup, here you go. Okay, we've got 30 XP, so what should we save that? We've got 54 now. I would really love some more lockpicking expertise. Some deploy snake. And I want enough muscle so we can muscle that door open. But I guess we have time. Oh yeah, we have a crazy horse. His name's Cow. Go back to Dirtwater and save that guy with the leg. You hear a rustling sound and trace it to a small gulch nearby. Peeking over the edge, you see a goblin rustling around in the bush. Presumably it's a gulch goblin rustler. A gulch goblin rustler? Gulch goblin rustler? I don't know. Always kind of assumed that referred to a different sort of rustling, though. It looks up at you and makes some angry goblin-sounding noises. Scam some food off of it. Hey, quick, there's a cougar coming. We have to distract it. Do you have any food to throw at it? Hurry. Gore. You know, maybe that's how I should have read it. I'm not sure. Okay, so wait, let's look at the goblin sandwich. This is both a sandwich for goblins and a sandwich where the meat is goblin. Increases your moxie by 5, but decreases your muscle and mysticality by 3. Oh, I don't want that, because I'm looking for higher muscle. Yes. Leo, thanks, I feel like a new man again, or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good, go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and skips happily away. Well, that's nice. Alright, is there anything that I can get? Is there anything that I have that will increase my muscle? Combat. I don't know about this wedding ring. Spell damage. Melee damage. Melee damage. Armor. It doesn't seem like it. I wonder what the... Oh, yeah, what are these? Okay, so that's HP. Oh, so we're angry. Okay, so that's what it was. There we go.
No.
Greed can increase my muscle. Okay, so let's go to... Where did, No, it was the Professor's house that weird triangle was trying to drag us to. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of a desert. It's a coffee cactus. This appears to be an extremely powerful magnifying mirror, basically an inside-out microscope. Check yourself. The microscopic mites that live in your eyelashes seem to be getting along just fine. Ugh. The professor's toilet isn't in very good repair. Flush it. You gave him 1 XP. That's great. These books are so boring, it's a wonder the shelf isn't full of holes. I'm only looking at a third of the map. I believe it. A map annotated with circles and lines. Excuse me, my name's Alidus. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the Professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this bleeping gizmo, and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here. Well, it certainly led you to the right place, young lady. This is vibrato technology. I happen to be as much of an expert as anyone alive today. What now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living, far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though, just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius prehumans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolutionary line. At this stage of investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Aha, as I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrato technology and hones in, you see. That'll be why it led you here. I got a thing that I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit and then pulls a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go, good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. Swipe. Now, I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandoned El Vibrato technology, but it also might attract unwanted attention. From what? From the El Vibrato technology, you'll see what I mean. Just be careful. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of El Vibrato tech, but searching for it eats up all the time I could be using to research it. Aha, I getcha. Right, you're the adventuresome type, so bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, they'll benefit both of us. Right, deal. Great, first priority will be to get my keystone fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So we can make our own that'll open a lot of doors for us, literally and figuratively. Okay, what do we need? The components aren't rare, at least as far as priceless ancient technology goes. Bring me about 5 handfuls of scrap. I should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that much. Roger that. These books are all about concepts too advanced for you to even recognize. Doesn't look like this guy sleeps very much. This dresser contains 10 instances of the exact same shirt and 20 identical socks. So Grid's wardrobe. This is Professor's Keystone Fabricator. He's waiting on some parts to finish it. Hint, hint. Okay. So... what do we want to do now? I guess it doesn't matter. We can just... let's go to the circus, because it's north. There's a crate in the road, which is not a crate's natural habitat. Poor lost crate, maybe you can help it? Open it up. You help the crate by prying the lid off and helping yourself to the contents. Okay, we got more nails, and we got depressed rancher candy. You're a helper! Well, this is a little weird. You didn't expect to find a circus all the way out here. There's basically nobody around for miles. There's a rodeo clown manning the ticket booth. Well, there hasn't actually been a rodeo since the cows came home, so I guess he's just a clown. Ugh, clowns. I hear ya. Them fellas put me right off my feed. They're so creepy. When I was little, my uncle would give me nightmares with old stories about them. Oh, sure. You mean the old tales about demon cows and demon clowns fighting down in hell? Yeah. And how rodeo clowns dress up like that because the first rodeos were reenactments of those battles and it became a traditional thing. I remember them stories from when I was a youngin' myself. Ain't thought about that in decades. Don't be fouling your britches, though. These clowns is just fellas in makeup. I know, still creeps me out, though. Barnaby Bob's perfectly normal circus something, it went away. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's actually getting close when I have to the time that I have to stop, so how about we end here? Tomorrow we will be back. I'm having fun with this, so I don't know. It depends on what I'm feeling. If I'm feeling serious, we'll go back to Axiom Verge. If I'm feeling stupid, we'll continue playing this. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see ya on the flip side. Have a good night.